Good afternoon, everyone. As the committee's chair is absent today, I would ask for a nomination for someone to fill in as temporary chair. Mr. Glant?
Brad Trivers.
Do you accept the nomination, Mr. Trivers?
Thanks for the nomination. I will have to leave early for another meeting I need to attend, so I'll have to decline. Unless you want to switch chairs halfway through the meeting, which I don't think is a good idea.
Any other nominations? Mr. Glant? Mr. Howard, do you accept the nomination?
Sure.
Yes. All those in favor of Mr. Howard taking the chair, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, please take the chair. I do. I don't have the PowerPoint presentation, that doesn't matter. So, for people watching the live stream, maybe you could summarize that we're not actually going to hear from Environment Canada right now.
Sure. Okay, so I guess for those watching at home, we'd just like to clarify that Environment Canada, we're having some technical issues getting that connection going, so we won't be hearing from them today. It'll be another day.
So, then we would be here, adoption of the agenda.
Oh, so can I get a motion for the adoption of the agenda? Senny? Do you need a seconder?
No. Well, I think we're going to...
The adopt the agenda as amended.
As amended.
Yes, okay.
So, if we skip to the next page. So, you can just say our second briefing is not here yet either, so we'll go to item 6.
Very good. So we do have a second witness that'll be here before us today, but he's not present yet. So we are going to skip to item 6 on our agenda, review of correspondence.
Should we address that?
Yes, please.
All right, Mr. Chair, the only correspondence the committee has is the memorandum you have in front of you, which is just a letter of invitation the committee sent to Summerside Electric recently, and that's just a copy for your files.
So we can move on.
Yep.
So a review of scheduling, item number 7 on our agenda.
Just go through the schedule?
Yes, please.
Okay, after today, the schedule is the committee's community meetings for the next 5 Thursdays, 6:30 p.m. each night. The first one is next week in Miscush at the Miscush Rec Center. Then following that in Tignish, if I have it right, yes, Tignish at the Tignish Legion. Then Cimbria at the Cimbria Lions Club. Then Morel, the Morel Fire Hall, and finally in Summerside at the Loyalist Country Inn. So that's the next 5 Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. That's the schedule.
Chair. Can I just ask a question about those meetings? I'm not a regular part of this committee, but I'd be interested if there's if we have an agenda already formulated for that, or will it be whatever comes?
The clerk already has a format set up. Perhaps you can address that.
Sure.
Peter there.
Okay, at each of those meetings, the UPEI Climate Lab will be providing a presentation on the context of climate change for PEI, to essentially to open the meeting. Then following that, if any members of the public have registered in advance to say their piece to the committee at the meeting, then they will be next on the agenda. And then following that, if there is time in the evening, anyone else in attendance who wishes to come forward will get the opportunity. But members of the public are encouraged to register in advance if they do wish to speak, because as I say, I don't know time frame wise how much time will be available at the end of these meetings.
Peter?
So do we have a list of numbers as to who's already stepped forward, and also the amount of notice they have to give in order to be a registered presenter at these meetings?
Actually, I don't have anyone registered yet. The notice of these meetings has gone out in a couple weeks now, I believe, at least. No, actually more than that. Newspaper ads will be out this weekend and next week, and it will be advertised on Facebook and also mentioned on Twitter throughout the month of February as well. So hopefully that will encourage some people to register. In terms of how far in advance, as far as possible is preferable, but really I can accept names for the most part the day of a meeting, but the risk of leaving it late is if 20 people are already saying they want to appear on the agenda for a meeting that evening, then can I add a 21st person? I don't know. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you, Clerk. But just a follow-up to that. So for those who would like to make a presentation, it's still possible to show up the evening in your district in order to do that, but you're not guaranteed if there are already people there. So we should encourage people to come forward now to register. Okay, thank you.
That's all on our scheduling. Item number 8 is any new business? Oh, yeah. We're flying through these. There we go. So that brings us to the end. So we'll just have to now go to a brief recess and await the arrival of our witness.
Yes, so if you could read that before the recess.
Very good. Before we recess, I wish to advise those in attendance and watching online that the video broadcast will not resume when we return. This is due to the committee's decision under Rule 1032 of the Rules of the Legislative Assembly, which states that audio and visual coverage of a committee's proceedings may be denied if, in the opinion of the committee, a witness or witnesses may feel uncomfortable with such coverage. For the same reason, the media will not be permitted to record, film, or photograph the next briefing on the agenda or the questions that follow it. Our microphones will remain on to record what is said, but only to allow the production of a written transcript following the meeting. Nonetheless, the meeting remains public and persons can attend in the galleries. And with that, we'll take a recess.